acreage that we have here. Because of environmental reason, we cannot build easily big 200-acre facilities anymore. So we have to be smarter in moving the cargo. One is automated terminals. The other one is the introduction of technology. So the shippers, the trucking and the railroad can see what's coming, what size of containers are coming, on which level, if there is a peak demand. So they can right size their equipment and their resources and manpower to pick up those containers. There was a question here on the ratio of import versus export containers, and both LA and Long Beach are heavily import oriented and not so much export oriented. So for every 2.6 to 3 full containers in, only 1 full container goes out. And the rest is we ship back also a lot of empty containers, because those empty containers need to be repositioned back to the manufacturing places in Asia to be filled. The ships inbound, they are almost fully loaded, utilized about 90% of time with the containers. Outbound, it's a little bit less. They are 55, 60%, 70%, and then it depends a little bit on the time of the year. And because we have also still some agricultural exports, especially now in this time, a lot of grapes and other produce coming in, so then the exports are a little bit higher. But yes, we are shipping a lot of California air in containers back to Asia. So this is now what you call an average ship in the Port of LA. That is about an 8,500 TEU vessel, with average size now. But what I mentioned, we have regular service of 13,000 TEUs, and we have seen sometimes 18,000 to 20,000 Here in front of us we come to the Vincent Thomas Bridge. This was finished in 1963. Before that you had to cross this waterway with a ferry. The ferry building was where we leave with this tour. This is now the Maritime Museum. It's an identical building like that on the other side, on the Evergreen side. And when you need to go with the car over, then you take that ferry. In '63 they built this bridge. It was at that time a very prestigious project, because there was not that much cargo going on the Terminal Island, which is on our right. But fortunately we had the foresight to build it, because now with all the container terminals and Terminal Island, you see a lot of trucks going over that bridge, going to their local distribution center or bring exports back to the village. When a truck driver will pick up a container, he will go to the gate of a container yard. He puts his bill of lading number or his booking number in there, and the computer and knows where all those containers are in the yard. So he is directed to a certain lane. So all those lanes between those stacked containers are numbered, and then there are also the spots where that container is located. The truck driver will come with his truck, an empty chassis. He will drive to that spot in the yard, and then one of those rubber tire gantry cranes, those blue ones that you see at the evergreen behind us, they will retrieve that container, put it on the chassis, and then move it out of the yard. Here on the right you see the clock tower. This is an old passenger facility. This was from Madsen, and Madsen maintained trade between here, the mainland, and Hawaii. Mostly that was used before World War II. After that the airline industry took over and was a little bit quicker. But yeah, when you needed to go to Hawaii in the 40s, then you left from this building. And Madsen built a similar clock tower in San Francisco and also in Hawaii, in Honolulu, and it's called there it will be Aloha Tower. Now this facility is used for breakball. We have some steel that needs to be indoors that can go to this facility. The liquid bulk facility is here from Phillips 66. That's the refinery. You see the refinery, by the way, straight in front of us, all those pipes that you see there. We have also some independent liquid bulk facility. They are bringing in product for any of the refineries, or sometimes what I mentioned, jet fuel for LAX. I mentioned those very large container vessels, and they are here in port, those very big ones, even 4.5 days. And it's unique in the whole world. No port has such a long stay of container vessels like LA and Long Beach. And that's because most of the cargo is offloaded here. What I mentioned, they go to very big ports in Asia, but they are there maybe for 16 hours, 24 hours, because they float a little bit, because they go to 4, 5, sometimes 7 ports in Asia, then they come here. But because of our infrastructure, we have in total in LA Long Beach, we have 13 container terminals, and we have a very good rail infrastructure. All our container terminals have on-dock rail, and about 23% of all the volume is going on rail. Then a small percentage is going to off-dock rail yards, that's about 6-8%. And then what we also have in LA Long Beach is transloading. It goes out of the container at the warehouse, and then they cross-dock it on the other side, and it goes into a 53-foot domestic trailer or a 53-foot domestic container, and then the container will go on rail. So we think that about 60% we have to do something, and that is automated terminals. And here we have one of 2 automated terminals in LA Long Beach. This is TradePack facility, Japanese owned. And what's happening here, there is still somebody in the crane that picks up the container, that brings it all the way on the back reach of that container, where you see those cables hanging. They go all the way that way. They place that container on the ground, and those red machines, they are automated straddle carriers, detect that there is a container on the ground. They will go there, they drive over it, they pick it up, and they will bring that container to those stacking cranes, that Kalmar, those light gray cranes. The red machines will put the container there on the ground, and then the Kalmar crane will pick it up they have OCR readers, optical character readers, that will see the container numbers. They will place that container somewhere in the stack, and they remember exactly where it is. So let's say the next day, the trucks are coming. They are all on appointment system. They know exactly which containers they retrieve. At night time, that stacking crane will already pick up that container, put them all the way in front, where the trucks will load the container on top of it. And then when the first wave of trucks are coming, they can really easily pick it up, put it on the chassis, and they are out of the door. So this has the advantage that you can densify the yard. In the conventional yard, you need all kinds of truck lanes, wide truck lanes for those Texas containers. Here you need only a very skinny rail for those automated stacking cranes. And in a conventional terminal you can do about 7,000, 7,500 TEUs an acre. Here you go to 11 to 12,000 TEUs. Almost double the volume on the existing acreage. It's not a cheap proposition. We were first talking about the conventional terminal here with two large berth for two large ships, a rail yard, a new administrative building, and a new in-gate for trucks. And we were calculating that for $250 million. But after that, they want an automated system, and our infrastructure cost went up from $250 to $510 million. That's because the whole yard is reinforced concrete instead of asphalt, and also the electric infrastructure, because all the technical trains are fully automated, and the travel carriers that retrieve the containers, they are hybrid. And then that's not the end of the story, because the terminal operator has also invested about $200 million in all the equipment that we have. Like these big cranes, they come fully assembled from mostly from Asia. They come here. They are about $10 to $12 million piece, and then you have all the other moving equipment there. That's all the responsibility of the stevedore. We at the Port Authority are not in the equipment business, only in the infrastructure. I mentioned that in the conventional terminals you have all the exports together, you have all the imports together, and then you have also the railroads, imports and exports together instead. And then here everything is mixed. It doesn't matter if it's an import and export or empty box, because the computer knows exactly where all the containers are. They know that the ship is here. They know when the exports have to go on board. They know after the exports you load the empties. So everything is moved and thought by artificial intelligence. Those red machines, by the way, they go on algorithms, computer algorithms. There are magnet strips in the concrete floor, and then they have also little radars, so they don't bump into each other. What I mentioned, if you go about that little tail rail with a little fence, beyond that there is no human allowed over there. It's all done by machines at the moment. this barge is, you see that arm, the pipe going in, that goes around the stack, because those ships are running their auxiliary engines with very high sulfur fuel. What this barge is doing is they are vacuum exhaust that goes down here, and they raise those air study the two major polluters in this port were the ships that are here that were idling, and also the trucks that I came in before. At the time, they use very old trucks, many trucks that are already a million miles on it, and were very old equipment. At this moment, we said it was new, so it was 79 or newer engines. 97 are newer engines, and now if you register in 2014, sorry, it was 2007 when we started with, and now it's 2014 for newer a little bit on the pollutants that you look, but we lowered it up to 90-95% to 60%. It is PM, particulate matter, SOx, NOx that we lowered here. And this ship is somewhere from the 50s. They still maintain it because what it is junk, which is when you bring cargo from one American port to another American port, in this case Hawaii, you need to be an American company. You have American built ships with Americans, and because it's very expensive to build new ships here in the United States, they maintain those very old ships, and that's called the junk section. This facility, we have first in the world. I mentioned that we are very environmentally conscious. This facility had the first time that we connected a container ship with electric power from the grid. This is not new, it was already done in the Navy, and there were cruise ships in Juneau, Alaska that plugged into electricity. But this was the first time that we are doing with electric power. So instead of that barge that we just saw and suck up the vacuum off the pollutants, here the captain will shut down their auxiliary engines, and then they will get connection to electric on the grid, which is about 6,600 volts, and the ship will step it down to 480 volts, 4 different systems. companies are working in alliance. It's just like flying. You are buying a ticket with American Airlines, but then you fly an Alaska plane. That's the same a little bit with in the shipping industry. They are building now very large ships, and I mentioned it. They are now 18 to 20,000 TEUs. One shipping line has not enough market share to fill their own ships. So they have to go to their competitors to fill them certain lanes that they are not really representative. So it's an advantage also for the competitor to be on that ship, because you can cover more ports throughout the world that you cannot do because you don't have enough ships. But also that is a pretty big challenge, the port of LA, because we have 13 container terminals, and now some of those containers from the shipping line, depends which service you are on, can come to LA or London. So it is a little bit more coordination. It's not all coming to one terminal, especially here on this alliances. It's called the Alliance. They have 4 different terminals in LA and Long Beach. One in Long Beach and 3 here in LA. And the shipping industry and also the rail side needs to have more coordinations to pick up all those containers for a certain destination on that terminal. And that we hope that we can do that with from a portal that will show where those containers are, how many for certain destinations. That can be a warehouse, that can be a beneficial cargo owner, or that can be in a city, intermodal city, a hub like Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth, Memphis. So they have all the information on one website. And we are working now to build that. We get already data from shipping lines, from the US Customs, and from the terminals to determine where those containers are coming. This is pure an equipment portal, so it doesn't say what is in the box, the value, and only the shippers on record can see that container. They can give the information to their service providers, like a trucker, to see that too, but it's up to them. And so we have a good view of what is coming, and we can have a prediction of cargo that's coming to the Port of LA about 15, 16 days out. Oh, here, he's showing off.
Wow.
There goes your longshore production.
Wow.
Terminal is not handling containers. Everything that is too heavy or too large to fit in a container is coming here, and they are dealing with steel slabs. Those steel slabs are coming from Japan, Korea, Mexico, and sometimes Brazil. They will be loaded up here on rail. The rail goes to Fontana, about 60 miles inland, where there is a mini steel mill. They reheat those slabs, and they roll them into coils. And from the coils, they make all kinds of industrial applications out of it. So they have to move everything 60 miles inland, because that Fontana that is now was an integrated built in World War II, and they built it 60 miles inland because they know that the Navy from Japan can only reach 50 miles with that tank. So they were because they use borate to harden glass. So all the glass on your smartphone has borate in it. Brake bulk, we have also a scrap metal facility. We can go all the way there, and we have also a roll-off and roll-on facility. We also can go on the ship, drive it off, and that is the south facility in Infinity. It's here in Southern California, about 160,000 units. Here under the bridge, you have Catalina Express here on the right. They maintain a service to Catalina Island, about 26 miles from the coast. I recommend them to go there. The turns that you have there, you are there in an hour and 50 minutes, an hour and a half. Spend the day, spend the night, then come back. Very relaxed, totally different feelings here. We come to the big building that you see, berth 93, which is our cruise facility. About 600 passengers, 600,000 passengers on the seasonal basis. There's about 100 to 112 vessel calls. Our season is running in the winter time. Now all those ships that are here in the winter are now in the summer in the Alaska business. Some of them come back here, some are going in the winter time to the Caribbean. But then we have here some itineraries to the Mexican Riviera, and then they come back here to this facility. Here on the right we come to the USS Iowa, another casino ship here that's about 4 years now in the port. This ship began service in 1943, World War II, and all the way to the First Gulf War. The unique part of the ship, it took President Roosevelt to Iran, to Tehran, at the end of the war, to talk with Churchill and with Stalin, and there they made plans how to divide Europe and the world between them. So because of his handicap, so he could not walk properly, they provided his ship with an elevator and water cabins. So they had a lot of stuff. It was the first time that they cannons could shoot bullets or driver's license, you can get it. Then in front the bow of the oar